All right, so I wanted to give you a little bit of an overview about what this first lab is. This is Lab 7.1, the Methods of Charging Exploration Lab. And the real purpose of this lab is to kind of practice with the charge diagrams and understand three different methods of charging. And this is when you already have a charged rod. So like you charge a rod by friction, and these three types of charging, the polarization, conduction, and induction, we'll talk about how we can visualize these and what happens with the charge. This is something that pops up a little bit on the AP Physics 1 exam, but it pops up a lot more on the AP Physics 2 exam as well. In order to do this, we'll use a tool, and I show this in class, called an electroscope. An electroscope we simplify by having a sphere, and at the bottom of the sphere we have two leaves. So this is an uncharged electroscope, and we'll be using this concept to show charge, except this isn't a really great picture, but I'll talk about it more in just a little bit. But when we bring the rod near, if we have like a positive rod, when we bring it near, we can talk about what happens to the electroscope during that process. So to start this lab, you should watch this video. It's about 10 minutes long, but it really goes through the process that we're trying to get out of these electroscopes. And it also gives a good version of what an electroscope should look like. It's part of a series from probably the 1970s or earlier, but it's actually a really good visualization of charge that'll help us understand this lab. So we're going to talk about three methods of charging. The first method is polarization. Polarization we talked about a little bit already, but it's the slight separation of positive and negative charges in a neutral object when a charged object is brought near. And we talked about it, it's a temporary charge. It doesn't actually transfer charge, it just induces a temporary charge. And when the charge rod is removed, the electroscopes go back to being normal. So what we want to do is visualize this. And the way that we're going to do that is by using this concept of an electroscope. So there's my electroscope, there's my charged leaves, right? And when I bring my rod, the charged rod near, let's say that this is a negative charge. That was terrible. Well, when I bring the negative rod near, the electrons are going to try to get away from the rod. So where are they going to go? Well, they're going to go down to the bottom here. So they're going to escape, and that's going to leave this at the bottom. And what's left, that's going to leave it negative at the bottom. Well, what leaves that at the top? Well, it's a positive charge. So what happens is on the electroscope with this negative rod here, there's a net positive charge on the top, and because these leaves have the ability to move, they're going to spread out and leave a net negative charge on the bottom. So that's what we should see with the electroscopes is this process happening. And this is polarization. It's charged without touching. It's a temporarily induced charge. So you're going to make a comic strip that depicts this. The next type of charging is charging by conduction. And this is an actual physical touch. So if I have my electroscope here, my electroscope starts as being neutral, right? Well, if I were to bring a positive rod close, well, then we get into the concept of polarization, where the electrons are going to come up here. And if the electrons go up here, that leaves a net positive charge at the bottom. So this is polarization, but it's the opposite of the example that I just showed you. So these two leaves will diverge from each other. But then when I actually physically touch the rod to the object, that will allow some of the electrons, because the electrons want to get to this positive charge, to move on to this, to move onto the rod. Well, if electrons are leaving the rod, that will leave a net positive charge. So the electrons are taken away. So at the end of it, I will have a charged electroscope. And my leaves will be stuck diverged even without the rod there, because the rod effectively removed some of the electrons. Now, if I did this with a negative rod instead of a positive rod, then the rod would transfer some electrons. So remember, it's only the electrons that are moving, never the positive charge. And if something's charged, it either has excess or it lacks electrons. The last type of charge is called induction. And this is charge without touching, but there is kind of touching. It's known as a ground. So we start with the same concept of polarization. I'm going to use a negative rod for this. And as I bring the negative rod close to the electroscope, we're going to get polarization. So I'm skipping the first couple steps, but we get polarization because the electrons try to flow away. And what I do then is we add a ground. A ground literally means we connect it to ground. So that's how I draw that. In a schematic, that's how we draw it. So, but that just means we're touching it to the ground, or maybe we're touching it or something, and we're giving the electrons a place to move to. So if it was a positive rod, I would give electrons the opportunity to move onto the electroscope. But since it's a negative rod, this rod comes near, and the electrons, once the ground is added, are going to try and they're going to leave. They're going to go through this ground and they're going to leave. Okay, so they leave through the ground. So tentatively, this actually becomes balanced. My negative rod and my electroscope becomes balanced because it's held in balance with the negative rod. So when I remove this rod then it's going to be left with a net positive charge because the electrons, the excess electrons, left. It weren't really excess, but they were electrons that seemed like they were excess because the rod was near. So this is known as charging by induction, and when I remove the rod, the leaves will again diverge. So that is charging by induction. So there's another little demonstration video that shows an electroscope, a different variation of an electroscope, different than what we use in class, but you can feel free to check that out, and it kind of gives you a visual of that. So the purpose of this lab is using the concepts of light charges repelling and opposites attracting. You need to create a visual representation about charging by polarization, conduction, and induction with the electroscopes. So your requirements are you're going to draw comics, which is a comic book. It has pictures and words, and it's a step-by-step for each of the process. Now I'm not going to limit you on how many pictures you can draw, but I will make minimums for each, and I will explain those on the next slide. Now in class, you would make sure to verify the charge by bringing the opposite charge near the electroscope to make sure that the leaves come back together. If we're doing it digitally, we can't really do that. So the comics, what do you need to do? Polarization. And remember, we're always talking about an electroscope, and this is the easiest way to draw an electroscope. And this is how it starts, right? It's got two leaves at the bottom, and it's got a ball at the top. Now, when I bring for polarization, I want to see a normal state, which this would be a normal state, and I can make it even better visual. Positive, 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 and negative, 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 negative. There. That is a nice visual. That's the normal state. This is the first picture for all of these. All right, so that's the normal state. And then I want to see what happens when you bring a rod close, and then when that rod goes away for polarization. So actually for polarization, spoiler alert, it's a temporarily induced charge. So when the rod leaves, then it'll go back to being neutral. So you draw the rod coming close and what's happening to the positive and negative charges. And then when it leaves again. For conduction, which is the charge by touching, I want to see the normal state. What happens when the rod gets near, aka polarization. The rod touches, and that's where that transfer of electrons happens, and then the rod's gone. So what's it's like in its final state with its charge. And then lastly, we have induction. So we got the normal state. Rod near, which is again the concept of polarization. Then we add the ground, and we show what's happening to electrons. Either they're coming on or they're leaving. We remove the ground and show how we're balanced with the rod. So this is balanced with the rod. And then again at the rod gone. So what happens with the final state? And again, those leaves should diverge. So right here and right here, we should be ending with diverged leaves. So that might be a little bit confusing to talk about, but that's what we're looking for, and it helps a lot to have the electroscopes. Unfortunately, if we're going for a digital variation of this lab, that video is going to have to suffice, and checking out a couple of those demos. So that's it for this lab. It's some comic strips, and let me know if you have any questions.